Hello everyone, this is Lupulus and welcome back to Planet Zoo, where we are making another habitat today. Now as you can see, we're going a little bit different today, something that I've never attempted, but we're gonna give it a go. These little land masses that are going to be surrounded by water are going to be lemur islands. Yes, isn't that exciting? Now, I've seen this done before. I haven't really got much of an idea on how to do it, but I've done it a little bit differently than what other people have done. I've kind of done it in more of a simplistic manner, you could say. Something that if you wanted to follow along with the speed build, you could see what I'm doing and you could pick up from it a little bit easier than if you're more of an experienced builder, then you might not take much from this, but if you're starting out, then I feel like this is something quite simple to follow around, you know? Basically what I wanted to do was to have the main islands there connect through one like little bridge, landmass bridge. I wanted to do it another way. You could do it maybe with rocks, but I wanted to keep things a little bit simple. It's just like a land bridge going across. Really handy for the keepers as well, because they can just walk from each island, pick up the poop, feed the lemurs, all that good stuff. And now we are going to have two types of lemurs in here. We're going to have the ring-tailed lemur and the red ruffed lemur. Now, I absolutely adore lemurs. They are wonderful. And here is a fun fact for you. Lemurs rely on their sense of smell as a way of communicating with other animals. They have special scent glands on their wrists and bottoms that leave scent trails on branches to mark their territories. Isn't that interesting? Now, of course, I said in the previous video, if you haven't seen it, I will be sharing a few light facts about the animals that I'm making the habitats for, just as another little bit of element of education for the videos, I suppose you could say. So that's quite fun. If you like that, let me know in the comments, because that's, it's, like I said before, it's nice to learn about the animals as well as playing this game, I find. It's nice to, like, just read up on them, see exactly what they're like and all that. I'm pretty sure most of us, well, I wouldn't say most of us, some of us have probably seen lemurs in zoos. If you have managed to get to a zoo before, then you've definitely seen the ring-tailed lemurs in most zoos, or I have anyway at the zoos I've been to. With this habitat, you can't walk through it. I haven't set it up like that, but you could definitely tweak it so that you can walk through it. And I noticed that a lot of lemur habitats in zoos I've been to do have a walk-through entrance. I believe it's the local one for me is Bristol Zoo. They have a, like, that's in the UK. If you're not in the UK, that is Bristol Zoo, West England. That does have a walk-in lemur exhibit from what I remember. I don't know if it's still there. It might still be there. You know, if you live local to Bristol, you can let me know. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've been there, but it should still be there from what I can remember. But I love the walkthrough idea, but I wanted to do this a little bit differently. Like, you know, it's just a little bit different. It's nice to have a little bit of difference in the world, isn't it? A little bit of difference in your zoos. Ooh, I'm a bit of a rambler today, aren't I? Shh, it's fine, it's all good. But did you know that there are over 100 species of lemur? Isn't that crazy? I didn't know that there was actually that many lemurs in the world. The red ruffed lemur and the ring-tailed lemur are only two of many, many, many lemurs. That is very interesting. I did not know that there was that many species of lemur. But I guess that's accurate, really. I mean, I can't think of any others off the top of my head aside from these two, and I feel kind of bad about that. But I know that I've seen more. I know that there is a black and white version of the red ruffed lemur. I'm not sure on the exact name, but I know that I've seen that species of lemur before. It's a black and white one, very similar style of frame to the red ruffed lemur. But not exactly the same. Not exactly the same, I don't think. I think there's obviously the clear change in colour for one. But they do have the similar kind of fluffiness around the head area, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. But yes, with this island, like right now, I am currently building a little platform over the water so that our lemurs can climb across. And yes, they do make use of it, and I'm so excited about that. Very, very excited to see them use it, because that means that the guests can have a really proper good view. Oh gosh, I went really Welsh then. A proper good view of the lemurs on that platform, and I put some enrichment items on there as well, so they can have a really good look at the lemurs in action. And I think it's just amazing seeing them run across the log frames as well. Like, I think they've really implemented that very well into the game. I think they have. Well, I know they have. They've done really well with all elements of this game, to be honest. Of course, there's a few little bugs on like initial launch, but that's with any game, isn't it? And they've already released a patch to fix a few things, so that's really good. But anyway, we're going off topic. Now, I used a couple of the standard climbing frames as well. I wanted to try a couple of things and just have a few little tidbits here and there, just to have the lemurs be able to go in a few different directions if they fancy climbing something. They got the trees to climb as well. You'll see one of the red ruffed lemurs in the tree later. Yeah, there's a lot of things for them to climb here, which is really, really good. They love a good climb. This is one of their favourite things to do. From what I've seen, I've watched them for a while after I completed this habitat, and they love. I absolutely love seeing them climb, because they really do. They really do jump onto the platforms, like, accurately most of the time, which is really nice to see. Okay, another cool fact for you here. They once were lemurs that were as big as gorillas. Sadly, they are now extinct, but can you believe that? You know how big gorillas are, and how small, say, a ring-tailed lemur is. That is incredible. That's such a shame that such an animal would be extinct now. But, oh, can you imagine that? Imagine a ring-tailed lemur the size of a gorilla. Imagine in your heads right now. Or a red ruffed lemur, whichever one you want to picture in your head at that size. That's incredible. That's an incredible sight. Wow, I really do hope that they add more animals in the future, more lemur types maybe, more primates in general. I absolutely love primates, and I think there's a lot you can do with the habitats, since there's a lot of climbing variety. The way you can make them climb, it's like this little shelter here. They have the option of climbing on top of it if they want to, because I attach logs to the sides of them rather than have it float, the roof part float. But they definitely could jump up on there, but for some reason, I looked at them when they were approaching this shelter, and they were just jumping through the gap. They weren't even going around, they were just jumping over it, which was quite funny. But, yeah. Yeah, it's quite funny to see. Sadly, I didn't capture any of that on video, but that was interesting to see. Another interesting thing about lemurs, and when it comes to mating, basically it's the battle of the strongest scent. Males spray their tails with secretions and wave them at each other. The male with the smelliest tail wins dominance. I did not know that. That is incredible. That is a very interesting fact right there. That is something that I did not know. But anyway, back to the habitat. Here I am again, of course, making use of trees as bushes. Now, this is one tip that I will always love to give. It really does emphasize the land. It creates different bushes to what you can just grab from, like, the gardening section of Planet Zoo. And I think it just has a little bit different effect. You have a little bit of a different contrast around the area then, and it kind of broadens the scenery up a little bit. And I quite like that aspect of it. I could have done a lot more with this habitat, by the way, but I am happy with the results. Obviously, I could have added more rock work around the edges, but overall, I wanted to keep it kind of simple, kind of easy to follow. And now, onto the lemurs. Now, they are using pretty much every single platform I have put into this habitat, which makes me very happy. Now, please let me know what you think in the comments. I am always welcome to feedback. Let me know what you think. This should be going up on the workshop very soon, so you can search Loopy List on the Steam Workshop to find me. or there should be a link in the description, and if there is not a link in the description, please tell me off. There should be a link. But yes, very happy with how this turned out. Simple, but functional, and I like that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you could like, comment, subscribe, share this video, I'd really appreciate that too. And I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.